All right, we're going to do the proportions of the face today with just a frontal view, and we're going to do it very quickly. And so the way we start is simply a circle. Okay, nice and soft. And then what we do is we basically dissect that circle. We just cut it in half, right down, straight through the middle, okay? And nobody that I know has a perfectly circular face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this line down a little bit. Not crazy far. I'm not going to go all the way down the page. Just something like that. And then where it ends, this will be the bottom of the chin of the face. And then so what I'll do is I'll just kind of softly start to mold this circle and this line into the overall shape of a face, just an average face, okay? Our faces and our heads, really this is like somebody's head is, their head shape is usually kind of oval. My dad and brother kind of have a little bit more rounder heads, but usually people's heads are kind of oval. All right, now just so that this beginning line, this circle line doesn't throw anybody off, I'm gonna erase it because I have to start using this line right here to help me count halves. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to find the halfway point of this whole line. Where's the halfway point? Well, I just kind of use my fingers. You could use a ruler if you want. Okay, and that tells me the halfway point there. And I just draw a nice straight line across. And we will use all of these very soon for the parts of our face. Okay, now halfway between here and the bottom of the chin again is, oh, convenient right there. Okay, and then halfway again between this line and the bottom of the chin is about right there. And you will see the purposes for all these lines. Okay, so this is meant to be somebody's whole head, not just their face, but their whole head. All right, and if you look at somebody's head, especially if you look at somebody bald, you can see this very easily because there's no hair to distract you. But actually right smack dab in the middle of our whole head is our eye line. We tend to think that our eyes are at the top of our head, and we tend to draw people like that, but really our eyes are further up our face, but they're halfway in our whole head. So we're gonna use this to draw our eyes, and we're gonna do a little bit more math over here. And I'm gonna erase this line just so that it doesn't throw us off. I wanna focus on this right here. This is our eye line, and this is going to be cut up into about 5 equal pieces. And I'll show you why, okay? So you just kind of have to eyeball it. See, that's pretty good. Hey, I've done this before, okay? Now, again, when people go to draw eyes, they tend to draw them like huge cartoon eyes, but really our eyes are smaller on our whole head, and we can fit about 5 eye spaces across the front of our head. So that's why we divide it into 5. That way we have more realistic sized eyes when we actually draw somebody's face accurately. Okay, so we just do that, and I know it looks like their eyes are being skewered right now, but just go with it, okay? What we'll do here, this will be the nose line, and what we do is we just draw like a soft U to help represent our nose kind of sitting on that line, and then I like to kind of draw a couple parentheses around that to help show some little wings of the nose. And then this line right here is going to pertain to the lips, and what we'll do is the bottom lip will just rest on that little line, and then you can draw the lips however big or small you want. Obviously we all have different size lips. Okay. All right. Okay. Now some other things that can help us are if you actually draw in kind of like the irises and the pupils, we can use that to kind of tell us how big to draw the mouth. And obviously, depending on our expression, our mouth is going to be smaller or bigger. And then what we can do here with the nose, we can kind of follow this nose, we kind of wrap it up, almost turn it into like a little teardrop, and then we're going to draw just the edges of the bridge of our nose, and then we go up and around, and we can kind of turn that into some eyebrows. And some people have eyebrows that are closer to their eyes, and some people have thinner eyebrows. Depends on your eyebrow game. All right, now we're missing some ears. So we're gonna come over to our eye line right here, and we're going to start drawing the tip of our ear, and that little part just comes up above the eye line, and then the bottom lobe sits on the nose line. Just so we know where the ears go, okay? And then I like to use this little intersection right here of the nose line to start to draw the edge of the neck. And I like those lines to kind of come in a little bit and then kind of come back out, because eventually that'll turn into somebody's shoulders, okay? And then you can have some fun and give them a little hairdo if you want. But that's pretty much it. So this is a good step forward to doing a face in 3/4, which is coming up next.